Hey everybody, welcome and thanks for joining me today. We are talking about amino acids, which I know you're dying for information on. And I'm glad you guys are starting to come and show up for these lunchtime learning lessons because we really enjoy doing them, and we are putting together a longer list of topics and subjects going forward so that you guys will know ahead of time what we're talking about and know when to show up for the things that are most important to you. But today, you gonna show this for me? We're doing amino acids. Okay, so I know, let's talk a little bit about the health value before we get into what's in amino acids specifically, because I know you guys have heard, like I have probably, about BCAAs, but maybe you don't know a whole lot about what those are, okay? And just so you know, the little lid here doubles as a drum quite nicely. Okay, so let's talk about what BCAAs are, okay? That stands for branched chain amino acids. And even that is really not enough for most of us to know exactly what that is, right? So there's thousands of different proteins in the human body. Of those, 20 are amino acids. And of those 20, 9 are what they call essential amino acids, which means that they can't be made by your body. Instead, they have to be ingested in some way through your diet, okay? Of those 9, so we're going down a little at a time, right? 20 to 9. 3 of those are considered branched chain amino acids, BCAAs. And maybe you'll remember this later, maybe not. I always have to look it up. That's leucine, isoleucine, and valine, okay? So we're not gonna get too specific on those, so there's not a pop quiz afterwards, right? But branched chain, what that really means is it's talking about the chemical structure of the amino acid. They're found in protein-rich foods, things like eggs, chicken, dairy products, meat, that sort of thing. And there is, of course, dietary supplements, powder forms. There's whey. Whey protein has the most, and we'll talk about why that is one of the better ones in a minute. But then there's also ones like what we have with amino acids. Okay, so we're going to go through some of the benefits of BCAAs first, and then we'll talk specifically about amino acids and why it is one of the best supplements on the market that you can use for your workouts and your routines and for the benefits of amino acids. All right. Okay, first, BCAAs increase muscle growth. All right, there was a study done that that showed that people who used branched chain amino acid supplements as part of their workout regimen, their workout supplements and routine, saw a 22% greater increase in muscle protein synthesis than those who used just a placebo drink, like just water or Gatorade or whatever, okay? And what makes a difference with that, okay, BCAA is that leucine activates a certain pathway in the body that helps your body to create muscle protein synthesis. Okay, which is the process of making muscle, right? Like that's a fancy way of saying it. So here's the thing about that though, all right? That study showed that there was a 22% increase in muscle protein synthesis and muscle creation. However, there's another study that showed that it works even better if you have a more complete package, meaning the BCAAs, like so many other things in our bodies and in the natural world, work best when it's working alongside other natural things, right? So it does better. The BCAAs do even better at increasing muscle protein synthesis when you're working with the other 9 essential amino acids, okay? And whey protein actually does provide that. And other complete protein sources, things like chicken breast and that sort of thing. So where you're gonna see a little bit of trouble is where that's gonna be most problematic is, of course, with your vegetarians. It's going to be with your vegans. It's going to be with people who have certain, like if you have muscle wasting kind of illnesses or medications that cause your muscle to not be as strong or to stick around, that's going to be a problem. If you have, if you are one who experiences some chronic problems, like chronic inflammation, that sort of thing, if you have cancer, if you are a person who does intermittent fasting, those are all things that you might have a little bit more need for that supplementation because you're not getting it through the rest of your diet. okay, or because of other absorption issues. All right. So the second thing that having BCAAs, that increasing your BCAAs can do for you is maybe decrease muscle soreness, right? So after you've had a really good workout, maybe you haven't worked out in a long time, maybe you've increased your workout levels, intensity levels, and that sort of thing. You've got that moment, or maybe a few hours in the days following, where it hurts so good, right? And you're like, oh, that was a great workout, right? Okay, if you're not a gym rat, you won't understand this at all, but it's okay. If you've ever done a really good workout though, and you feel that the next day, and you're like, yeah, that was a great workout. What that is, they think, they don't completely understand it, but what that is, they think, is little tiny tears in your muscles that your muscles then need to fix, right? And to repair. All right. So one of the things that BCAAs help with is that muscle soreness in the days afterward. So you want to drink it though. You want to take your supplement and drink some of it before your workout as a preventative measure, and it can help to reduce that afterward, okay? Because it decreases protein breakdown. Like we talked about, it increasing muscle synthesis. That means that even while you're doing your workout, it's already started that process. So your muscles are going to break down more slowly, and it's going to still build your strength, but decrease that lag time. Okay. Okay. So several studies show also that, and they've done studies on all of these things. If you want links to that, we can pull those out for you. Okay. So also it reduces exercise fatigue. All right. So if you've had a lot of working out, then you're going to, of course, want a nap afterward, because your body needs time to replenish the energy that you use while you were working out. Okay. So everyone experiences fatigue and exhaustion at some point. If you work out hard enough, you do a long run, you're going to want to rest afterward, right? My husband, he does long marathons and 5Ks and all these kind of things. Guys, I'm going to be real. I might run around the block. But I mean, I do other things, but running's not mine, right? I'll swim, I'll do all kinds of other things, and I'll walk forever. But I know at the end of a marathon, he takes a few hours to just relax, and then a few days to just relax and replenish, his energy levels. And using the Amino Wise, using BCAA supplementation can help reduce that time frame. And here's why. When you are doing a strong workout, right, you're using up your BCAAs, your branched chain amino acids, during the course of your workout, which makes those levels in your blood to decrease. When the blood levels of branched chain amino acids decrease, the levels of tryptophan, which is another amino acid, increases in your brain. When tryptophan increases, it's converted to serotonin. All right. Serotonin is a brain chemical that contributes to making you tired when you're exercising. Okay. So all these things work together. That's how this works in the natural world. Everything is designed to work a certain way. All right. So in 2 studies, participants who supplemented with BCAAs improved their mental focus during exercise, which they, have deduced that mental focus improvement results from the fatigue reducing effects of the branched chain amino acids. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean that your workout is going to be stronger. It just means that you're not going to be as tired when you're done. Okay. All right. So next thing is preventing muscle wasting. I talked a minute ago about how if you have if you're one of those people that does intermittent fasting, if you're vegan, if you have certain medications that you take, if you have certain chronic illness type issues, muscle wasting or absorption issues with your food, malabsorption, muscle wasting is a sign of malnutrition. It occurs with certain lifestyle issues, whether it's a problem of absorption of your nutrients or it's something that you're doing intentionally for various health reasons. It's going to have an effect on your muscles. So in the human body, BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, account for about 35% of the essential amino acids found in all your muscle proteins. Okay. And 40% of the total amino acids required for your whole body. All right. We said there was 20 amino acids that are required for your body. of that, 40% of those come from these three. Okay. So it's really important that you make sure to try and keep your branched chain amino acids, those levels higher. Okay. To keep your muscles stronger. What are you doing? Oh, he's talking to Siri, y'all. Okay. And it slows down that muscle wasting effect. Okay. And I talked a minute ago about chronic diseases. One of those specifically is cirrhosis. Okay. That means your liver's not functioning properly. Okay. Your liver is one of your organs. Super important. Okay. Certain sugars and antibiotics are a mainstay of treatment for people who have problems with cirrhosis. And I'm not going to get into all the technical words here. You can look it up. It's all online. The internet's an amazing place for that. But it's the loss of brain function that occurs when the liver is unable to take those toxins out of the blood, right? So if your liver is not working optimally, it's going to affect the rest of your body, okay? And one of the things that branched chain amino acids can help with is helping to keep those brain levels high and strong, okay? Now, we're going to talk specifically about AminoWise. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you, for those of you who want to know, and there is a reason that AminoWise really does work very, very well, and it's a really great supplement to have on hand. All right, I personally feel like everybody should try it, at least for a little while. My husband has actually asked me to make sure we keep some on hand. And this is a powder that Young Living has, and I'm going to tell you, it comes with a little scooper, and this scoop, it says National Measures 20 cc. So that's how much this scoop has in it. It's just like a little powder, and you put the powder in like juice or water or whatever, right? Okay. AminoWise, to go along with the name, is Young Living's branched chain amino acid BCAA supplement. Okay. It has, of course, other things in it too. It has the Muscle Performance Blend, which is the BCAA. It also then has the AminoWise Recovery Blend in it as well. That's Ninja Wolfberry Fruit Powder Antioxidant Blend, which, by the way, this is so funny to me. Antioxidant Blend includes red wine polyphenols, you guys, in a powder form. That's fantastic. Okay, so AminoWise Hydration Mineral Blend, okay, which is sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, okay? So all of that in one little scoop, all right? It also includes vitamin E, it includes calcium, zinc, potassium, carbohydrates. It has 5 grams of carbohydrates and 25 calories in one scoop. Now, let's talk about why this is so awesome as a supplement. Okay. It's one that I got it like twice and then it just sat there. Until my husband was like, hey, can you get this for me? All right. Because he did the research after watching one of his, he laughingly calls them bro science guys. But basically, these are people that, because my husband does not follow junk science. He is really into doing the research and learning what it is he's doing and why. And so he had one of the workout guys that he follows talking about BCAAs. When we think about AminoWise, like there's other BCAA supplements out there, of course. If you want to get it through your diet, right, in order of importance, you're going to look at beef, chicken breast, whey or soy protein powders, that sort of thing. And those can help. Again, if you're vegetarian, if you're vegan, especially if you are somebody who works out a lot, those might not be enough unless you're really boosting those up in your diet, which kind of gets old. I know that because my husband has also tried keto. So he needed more. He was doing keto, which meant a lot of protein anyway, and he was still using a ton of AminoWise over the last 2 months. And he's also asked me to get more because this one has probably about this much left in it. Okay, so what's really cool about AminoWise versus what you're going to find if you go to the local store is that it has that recovery blend. Now, the recovery blend with the wolfberry and the red wine, polyphenols, the antioxidant blend. What's really important about that, we've talked about this before, oxygenation of your body. If you have better oxygen in your bloodstream, guys, if you have more oxygen in your body, everything's gonna work better. Everything's gonna work better. So that's what we're aiming for. Okay, the hydration mineral blend. Anybody ever drink Gatorade? Maybe I'm not supposed to say that because it's the proprietary name. I'll have to like beep it out. But seriously, those hydrating drinks that you see on the side of the sports fields, that's what we're talking about. This is that version of that, right? Again, sodium, that's your salt, a little bit of mineral salt, potassium, calcium, magnesium, all of that, you guys, without the extra sugar, okay? So let me look, hang on, because I don't want to lie to you. Other ingredients, okay. So other ingredients, tapioca, maltodextrin, that's a little bit of sugar, citric acid, natural flavors, calcium silicate, stevia. So this one does have a little bit of stevia in it. If you're a stevia allergic person, this is not the supplement for you. Okay. I'd like to be honest about these things. I don't want you guys to pick it up and then be like, I can't drink it or it's gross. Okay. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not allergic to stevia, but I don't really care for the taste of it. I still shotgun this stuff. Okay. Because it's that good for you. So this is something that you want to give it a try, especially if you're doing a workout routine or if you want to just kind of boost your day and you want to stay in better shape. Top health, BCAAs, you guys, serious business. Okay, we're going to be talking in the future. Going forward, we're going to talk about other supplements like this one. We're going to be talking about Super C, Super B, Super D. We have all of those, although not in that order. B, C, D, B, yeah. Anyway, I can't do my alphabet anymore, you guys. We're going to be talking about those things. We're going to talk about sulfurzyme and how it works for your hair and nails and so on and so forth, why your body needs it. We're going to be talking about mineral essence. We're going to be talking about all the different supplements Young Living has, just a couple at a time, and why they're so amazing. This stuff, guys, is something you should have, especially for that hydration part as we roll into summer. Okay. Most of the country right now is about to, we're about to start heating up. You want to have it. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me today. I'm really, really glad that you're here. And these lunchtime learning things, I hope they're working for you. If they are, follow the blog or follow the YouTube playlist, because we're going to keep adding them. Okay. Otherwise, come live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 12 noon. We're going to be here. I'll see you guys later. Not in my face, you. Okay, you have to be quiet or you're going to have to go out. Okay, draw a picture for me. Draw me a big truck. I need a mute button for you.
Draw on this side.
Okay, you draw on that side. And I can cut that part out of my video.
I get this one.
If it gets too much louder, we will.
Sure.
Because the other thing that I didn't mention, real quick, before I forget.